Thank you for the person that came. A little bit of loading. That was a long load time. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. And then Tracy McGrady has 108 overall. Tracy McGrady and Zion Williamson 102 overall. I don't know why. It's 12:09. Thanks for coming. In California, it's 10. It's 10:11 in California. Thank you, NBA Gameplay, for coming. So we finally get into the game. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming, NBA Gameplay. So we have my opponent has Miami Heat Court, American Airlines Arena, and he has Minnesota. He has Seattle SuperSonics jerseys, and I have Minnesota Timberwolves jerseys. Those beautiful Minnesota Timber jerseys. Yeah, it's way laggy. Slow motion. What happens if I move it? It's very laggy. So Michael Cooper gets the ball stolen. Disappointed in the lag. Very disappointed in the lag time. Autoplay it. Thanks for coming. Yeah, and it's 10:12 in California. And I'm going to autoplay it again because playing it gives me a huge lag. He has Tracy McGrady, money spent player. Gary Payton, I think he's a YouTuber. I forget. Gary Payton, 1999. Some old school players as well. Zion Williamson drives in. It stops. It's laggy. Hurry up. At least it continues. Ricky Pierce, 1993. Number 22, Ricky Pierce. Come on. It's 12:13 where you live. What state are you from? Coming. So now lag, it closed my game, so I'm gonna first delete it. What state are you from? Sparks, hello. Thanks for coming. We're gonna log back into the game. It's 10:15 in California right now. Yes, there's a lag. Thanks for coming. You have to go. You can go, but thanks for coming. Now we're gonna try to get back into the game. Try our best to get back into the game. Make it for 1 hour. Come on, load, load, load. Maybe there's a lot of people still online right now. That's why the internet is slow. Disappointing. Long lag. Like always. Thank you for anyone that comes to my live stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here for an hour. Very bad lag this time and stopping. Of course, every time is different. Come on. Hopefully we can log back into the game. Looks like it's coming back. So hopefully it comes back. Come on. Seven minutes now. You're at Oklahoma. Thanks for coming, but right now I'm trying to log into the game, so I appreciate it. Yo, the rebounder, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Okay, let's hurry up and play your game. It doesn't lag as much. So there's a 109 Kawhi Leonard and a LeBron James. Let's log back into the game. Giannis court. I always end up playing in the same people over and over again. We are the Minnesota Timberwolves, neon colored, neon green jerseys. He has a Chris Bosh slam dunks with a Chris Bosh. So I have old school players this time. Ricky Pierce. They always use Ricky Pierce in Japanese anime promo. That's where the Ricky Pierce card is from. We have Horace Grant. I have a Bill Laimbeer, Detroit Piston, Horace Grant, Orlando Magic, Ricky Pierce, Seattle Supersonic, Adrian Dantley, Michael Cooper, Lakers, Adrian Dantley, Utah Jazz. James Harden shoots a 3. Thank you, InfoSpot411, for coming. And my center is Bill Laimbeer. And right now it's lagging, but if I can play it, I'll use Bill Laimbeer. Thank you for the OG. Man, it's laggy though. Okay, let me. Very bad lag. Thanks for coming. How'd you get NBA Live Mobile 20? NBA Live Mobile 20. I'm gonna close it again. Store. Yes, Detroit Pistons. Based on this video, what player do you think is the most old school player? The oldest one? I think it's Adrian Dantley because it says 1981 or something. I think he's the oldest one. But a lot of them play in the 80s. And InfoSpot411, I have a Bill Laimbeer card at center. But it's really hard to get into the game. Very bad lag. Very bad lag. Or I mean, I can't even load the game. And Adrian Dantley, I actually don't know too much about him. So I'm gonna look him up. A lot of them played in the 80s though, so come on, hurry up. Adrian Dantley played for Utah Jazz 1979, 1986. As a player, her rookie season played from 1976 to 1977. That's when he started to play, 1976. Retired in 1991. He's probably the oldest one. Adrian Dantley. I know, I hear usually when he's a Dallas Maverick, he's a very, very good player. My plan is to get better Wi-Fi. I hope, but I hope so, but it's probably hard. I want to get better Wi-Fi, but thanks for coming, everybody, and if you have to go, you can go. Because a couple old school players to use. Reggie Miller, Larry Bird. Reggie Miller, he's not in any video game. He's not in any NBA video game. Because EA and 2K do not have his rights. Because Reggie Miller, I heard, wants more money. And then Larry Bird. Larry Bird is in the game. I don't think I have his card, but he's in the game. For sure. Hurry up and play him. Thank you, the rebounder. Okay, you don't have anything else to do. Thank you for staying, though. I appreciate it. You're from Oklahoma. Right, you said you're from Oklahoma. So this person has a Hawajuan at center and a Bill Laimbeer. I have Bill Laimbeer at center. Well, he has one old school player. Adrian Dantley, did he play for the Pistons a little bit? Does he play multiple? Yeah. So Adrian Dantley is also a Detroit Piston player. Dantley played for the Pistons 1986 to 1989. So we have two Detroit Piston players, Adrian Dantley. If it loads, I'll give him the ball. First to Bill Laimbeer, the bad boy. If I get get him for a slam dunk, but he missed the shot. And my cards have low overalls. And Jimmy Butler, for some reason, steps out of bounds. So let's give the ball to those Detroit Pistons for info spot 411. And everybody, check out each other's channels if you have time. Oh man, can I score with him? Keep missing. One-handed shot. It looks like a good shot, but scoring with contact misses that shot. Because he has Hawajuan guarding him. Now these players are very tiny. You can barely see them. But yeah. Hawajuan. Eric Bledsoe. Gallinari. Great three-point shooter. And shoots a three. Let's give a ball to Bill Laimbeer and try to score with him. Hajuan's always in my way. I keep missing. So. Info spot 411, yeah. If you are still here, got Adrian Dantley and Bill Laimbeer. Do you think MJ is old school style play? Yes, I definitely think today any player from the 90s would be considered old school. So people say that, let's try Adrian Dantley. He's a three-point shooter, 20%. Why he keeps missing? His cards overall are quite low. Yeah, I think anything from the 90s is old school. So Michael Jordan shoots a lot of mid-range shots. And today, most players shoot threes a lot more. So we're in the three-point era of basketball. Maybe I give the ball to Bill Laimbeer. Come on. Okay, finally. And he goes in for a layup, but Bill Laimbeer, I finally scored Bill Laimbeer. Should play with 1960 Oscar Robinson. Yeah, I don't think I have that card, but I would have picked it for point guard. Oscar Robinson, a triple-double each game. Yeah, so they say that DeMar DeRozan is a very old school player. DeMar DeRozan, who plays for the San Antonio Spurs. Ricky Pierce with a three-point shot. Okay, Bill Laimbeer has the ball again. One-handed shot. Makes a shot. At least we're scoring now with Bill Laimbeer. So DeMar DeRozan, he's known for his mid-range shot. Master of the mid-range shot. But as you say, Michael Jordan was also a master of the mid-range shot. So people sometimes argue that if Michael Jordan was playing in today's era of basketball, three-point era, Michael Jordan would be like DeMar DeRozan. Who's kind of irrelevant because he doesn't shoot threes. Just shoots two-point shots mid-range. Also, Kobe also used to shoot a lot of mid-range shots. I hope it's recording too. Sometimes it gets cut off. So do you have any old school player? He has Shaquille O'Neal, Miami Heat. And that kind of counts. Bill was known for his defense. Yes. Of course, yeah. He was a great defensive player. Pick a player, Bill Laimbeer or Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is, I would probably pick him over Bill Laimbeer because he is a better offensive player. And sometimes Joel Embiid gets compared to Olajuwon. Bill Laimbeer is more a defensive player, as InfoSpot 401 said. And Bill Laimbeer could shoot 3-point shots a little bit because they didn't shoot a lot of threes back then. But Bill Laimbeer could shoot some threes. Really nice shooting range a little bit. Now my opponent has Oklahoma City Thunder jerseys and Michael Jordan. Yo, thanks for coming. Bill Laimbeer defending Shaquille O'Neal. And we give Bill Laimbeer a block shot for Bill Laimbeer. So Adrian Dantley. Pass the ball, Horace Grant. Pick a player, Magic or Bird. Since you're talking old school, I'll pick Magic Johnson. Because I'm from LA. Magic Johnson. I'll pick him over Larry Bird. Because Magic Johnson ended up winning 5 championships. Larry Bird won only 3 championships, but both great players, different styles of play. Magic Johnson, a point guard, great passer, the greatest passer ever. Larry Bird, great 3-point shooter. Clarence KD. Thank you for coming, Clarence KD. Let's autoplay it. Ricky Pierce drives in for a shot. Walk right into a block shot. And NBA gameplay. Yeah, I forgot to read what you're saying, but MJ was a great, good 3-point shooter. His field goal percentage wasn't that good looking for today's, and back then, 35% from 3 was really good. Yes, I agree with that as well. And Michael Jordan, if he played in today's NBA, he would also shoot a lot of threes. Because this is the era of 3-point shot. Back then, they did not shoot a lot of threes. So he would be just as good as any shooting guard. He'd be like James Harden or something today. I don't think there's any difference. Hi, Intelligent Giant. Thank you for coming. What's your favorite jersey of an NBA team? My favorite jersey, off the top of my head, it has to be the Memphis Grizzlies, their throwback jersey. The throwback jerseys, which I always have in my gameplay, but not tonight. The Vancouver Grizzly jerseys, I really love. Also, the Toronto Raptors, their old school 90s jersey. The throwbacks. The Toronto, the the Raptor. It's basically like their team is created because of Jurassic Park the movie. So that's my favorite jerseys. But these two jerseys right now, you just see the neon green Minnesota Timberwolves jerseys. And then the Oklahoma City orange jerseys are very beautiful as well. Speaking old school, most improved player might go to TJ Warren. That'd be very cool if if a award goes to TJ Warren, but I think he only played really well in the bubble. So maybe that's too short of games. Only a few games. Oh, so Michael Jordan said NBA gameplay they said the bubble don't count toward awards. Okay. That's interesting. Sparks. Hey, Victory A. I mean, hey, how are you, Sparks? Yeah, that's the first. I didn't know about that either. Michael Jordan, so that's quite interesting. You'd think that they will count the entire season and the bubble. And yeah, that is kind of weird. But based off, I think I didn't even really know who Teacher Warren was until he played really well in the bubble. I sort of knew him from college, but I didn't know much about him. Happy Independence Day to Indonesia. Oh, I forgot to read that. So rebounder today is Indonesia's Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to Indonesia. I also heard from my other friend that India a couple days ago was also Independence Day. So happy Independence Day to India. Happy Independence Day to Indonesia. Anybody here like the Hawks? Because I do. I like the Hawks. Trae Young. And I love their jerseys. And most improved player might go to Bam, Sabonis, or Ingram. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Bam Ambialu. That's probably wrong. I keep pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, I think Bam might actually win it, right? And Sabonis, he's quite underrated. If he wins it, that'll be great too. Ingram was already pretty good, so. Ingram was quite a good player. My most improved is Alex Caruso, laugh out loud. Yes, that's the GOAT, Alex Caruso. He's a pretty good player, but I don't think he plays enough. He doesn't even get to play much. Bam's a good choice. My bubble reward MVP. Okay. Based on the bubble, Damian Lillard, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Michael Porter Jr., Giannis. That's a good choice, Michael Jordan. Good choices. I agree. MVP is Alex Caruso. What are you saying, the rebounder? Haha. Pick a player. Go Taco Fall. Hello. Hello, Trey. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Rebound Alex Caruso or MJ. Let's pick Alex Caruso because he's the GOAT. No, but seriously, Michael Jordan, of course. Yeah. Alex Caruso or Brian Scalabrine. That'll be a hard choice to make. I believe Brian White Mamba, Brian Scalabrine. Brian Scalabrine is probably. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Manuel Ginobili, Intelligent Giant. That's one of my favorite players as well. Probably one of the smartest players. Yeah, and James Harden is influenced by Manu Ginobili. Watched him as a kid. So, James Harden watched him as a kid. His style of play. I heard James Harden is influenced by Manu Ginobili. More than even Kobe. You like cupcakes? Family Phone Phoenix, thank you for coming. Yo, what's up? The Rebound, do you like cupcakes? That means you're a fan of KD. Yeah, well, I think everybody is a fan of cupcakes. They're delicious. And I am a fan of Kevin Durant. And I believe Kevin Durant, people use cupcakes to make fun of him, but he embraced the name. And then he created some kind of a Nike shoe based off cupcake, red velvet cupcake color. One time I was looking at the shoe on Foot Locker. Who are we, Jid? Victoria is the GIAT and MIP. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Sparks. Gold, sorry, and BIDG, kidding. Why I'm doing this, Caps? Bro, y'all hating on KT. Yeah, Kevin Durant is a great player. And he's a Hall of Famer for sure. First ballot. Kevin Durant. I think people over time will start to like Kevin Durant more. And give him the respect that he deserves. And I like how he embraced that cupcake name. Made a shoe out of it. A Nike shoe. A Kevin Durant shoe. And even the snake. People call it Kevin Durant Snake. For leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder, for choosing Golden State. But he should embrace that nickname too. As Kobe was the Black Mamba. Kevin Durant should embrace the snake. The snake sign or whatever. I like icing too, okay. Thank you for calling me the GOAT. The most improved player. I'm the only one who likes the cake more than the icing on cupcakes. Yeah, the cake's quite good as well. But icing, the sprinkles is also quite good. But I understand if you like the cake more. We're end up talking about food more. I like the icing too, okay. MVP, KD or MVP, Russell Westbrook. For MVP season, Russell Westbrook or MVP Kevin Durant, when they're both in Oklahoma City, you still always have to pick Kevin Durant. You have to pick Kevin Durant over Westbrook. Because Kevin Durant is the better player and also much taller. Almost 7 feet tall. KT all the way. Yeah, it's an easy choice. Kevin Durant, better shooter. Rated 3-point shot. 3-point shots. Kyrie Irving with a slam dunk. Michael Jordan. He left Oklahoma City for an easy championship. He didn't earn a championship. Yeah, that's true too, because yeah, he took the easy way out. KD took the easy way out. That's why he gets a lot of hate. Playing with 3 other All-Stars, Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. So he gets a lot of hate for that. Let's hurry up and get to another game. Hurry up. He has a Fred VanVleet at 105 overall. 105 overall Fred VanVleet at shooting guard. We get a tip off. We win the tip off. KD all the way. Okay. Westbrook and Harden still need to get good chemistry. They'll be unstoppable. I agree. Maybe if they don't win this season, next season, Westbrook and Harden might have more chemistry, build it up. Season 2, they might get even better. Pick an NBA dunk contest rivalry. Dominique and MJ. Do you think Dominique and MJ? Yeah, that was a long time ago. That rivalry. I believe sometimes Dominique won, sometimes Michael Jordan won. I believe there was another one, I forget. A lot of people don't even participate in the dunk contest. So Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine. Yeah, okay, that's a good choice as well. Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. Aaron Gordon, I believe, always loses. Going to bed. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you, InfoSpot411. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Yeah, and check out each other's channel. InfoSpot411 has great reviews of different products. He's from Detroit, Michigan, a Pistons fan. I think Spark's from Australia. Don't just say Dominique because he plays for the Hawks. Or maybe I do. Shoo. Unpopular opinion. Derek Jones Jr. deserved the win. I don't remember the dunk contest as much. Yeah, he's also a great dunker. Yes, it is in half an hour. Surprisingly, after a long load time, it's been half an hour. I might go 2 hours if it. Right now, the stream is doing well. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Who would be the surprise team to win the NBA championship? I'll type it out. Thank you, rebounder. Have a good night. You have to go. Thank you for coming. Thank you, NBA gameplay as well. So Spark says, Miami Heat. Yeah, go eat, rebounder. Thanks for coming. Miami Heat. Interesting choice. Because with Jimmy Butler, who would be your MVP if Miami Heat wins? And they have nice 2 young rookies, Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero. Michael Jordan says Toronto Raptors. That's a nice choice as well. That would be a great story. 2-time NBA champions. And I guess Pascal Siakam will be the MVP. That would be a very great story. Portland, Damian Lillard would probably have to play really well to win the MVP. To win a championship as an 8 seed. Oklahoma City. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, that would be a great story because Westbrook left and everything. And they only had Chris Paul. All role players. That would be very hard for them to win, though. Rockets, I would love for them to win. James Harden. Russell Westbrook. I also think the Heat. Maybe the Heat. Yeah, the Miami Heat have been playing really well. Who knows? They might surprise you and win the championship. That would really help Jimmy Butler's legacy. And I think if that happens, Jimmy Butler is a for sure Hall of Fame player. He'll make it to the Hall of Fame. So Michael Jordan says, I want Kareem so bad in 2K Mobile. I want Skyhook's half courts. That fella yet. How come Kareem isn't in 2K Mobile yet? That's interesting. If 2K has his rights. So I'm quite surprised he's not in the game yet. I guess you're just waiting for him. EA does not have Kareem's rights. There was a time he wasn't even in the game. But I guess there's still certain players that are in 2K20 but are not in the mobile game. But I remember Dame wants to prove himself after the Clippers mocked him. 2. Thunder are probably going to go to the second round. Well said. Yes, I agree with you guys as well. But Damian Lillard, he's going to have to play against the Lakers. And he's an 8 seed. So we'll see if he can upset the Lakers. I mean, he could beat the Lakers. That'll be a huge underdog story. But this is the year to do it. The bubble is a strange year, and I think there will be a lot of upsets, Cinderella stories. So it could be the year. But I don't think he's gonna beat. I don't think LeBron James is gonna lose in the first round when he's the number 1 seed in the West. Well said. So Michael Jordan said Kareem is in NBA 2K Mobile, but I don't have him. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Too bad. Oh, okay. So that means Kareem, he's probably cost a lot for money spent players in 2K Mobile. But what I want desperate is Kobe in NBA Live Mobile. Rest in peace, Mamba. Yes, I also want Kobe Bryant in NBA Live Mobile as well. And he was in NBA Live Mobile for season 1. It's Kobe's last season in like 2016, 2017. But then he retired, and his rights was exclusively with 2K. Let's hurry up and play this person. So he has a Grant Hill and a Ray Allen. He's a pink diamond and I'm pink diamond rank, but they never give me him. That's sad, yeah. Hopefully you get your favorite players, Kareem, and hopefully you could get Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant. I don't play NBA 2K Mobile that much. Me either. I don't even have the game. My phone is old. I cannot download it. So Portland is stacked though. They have Dame, CJ, Carmelo, Whiteside, Nurkic. Yeah, that's a very good team, and they're quite underrated. But I don't play it that much anymore too. Portland has a very great team, but Portland, in my opinion, is the 8th seed. So I don't know how you could beat the number 1 seed. And it's the Lakers and it's LeBron James. Even if the Lakers aren't playing well, it's LeBron James. I don't think LeBron James is going to lose to an 8 seed. Because LeBron James, that will hurt his legacy. Hey, Victoria, just a suggestion, can you do a Madden Mobile first look, please? So I don't really play Madden Mobile. I never download it. So I don't have Madden Mobile. So sorry about that. Also, I don't know what a first look means for a Madden Mobile because I don't play that game. I tried playing it like last season for a little bit. It was okay, but I like basketball more, unfortunately. Ricky Pierce with the ball. Okay, let's drive in. Bill Lambier makes a shot. So you guys really like the Portland Trailblazers. There's 5 people watching. Thank you for coming, anybody. So I was going to ask you guys a question. Do you think the Dallas Mavericks can beat the Los Angeles Clippers? Do you think Luka Doncic and Porzingis and everybody from the Dallas Mavericks can upset the Clippers? Do you think that's possible? Because that's my first round matchup that I'm most excited to see. Michael Jordan, you're back. Thank you for coming. Yes, the Lakers are struggling. Does anybody think the Dallas Mavericks can upset the Los Angeles Clippers in the first round? True, but if the Lakers get one major injury, they're probably out of the playoffs. Yes, that's true. True as well. I believe they have a lot of role players are injured, but as long as Anthony Davis isn't injured and LeBron James is healthy. Also, Kobe Bryant, he passed away this year, so the Lakers have something to play for. So this season is for Kobe Bryant, 2020. So they have a very nice story. Clippers, on the other hand, even though they have the most talent or maybe they're the best team, roster-wise, I don't think they have a really great story. I definitely think the Lakers have a good story going into the season. Gonzalez, 92. One of the few girls in the game. She's a celebrity, I believe. It will be a close contest between the Mavericks and Clippers, but Clippers will get edge. Yes, I agree as well. Clippers, great at defense. They'll probably beat the Mavericks. But that's probably if I had to choose a team, maybe that will go far in the playoffs, maybe upset people, it'll probably be the Dallas Mavericks. The Clippers story is getting past the second round for once. Yes, the Clippers, historically a bad franchise. So if they get past the second round, that'd be great. I believe they've never been past the second round. So Clippers have never even been to the Western Conference Finals. So they've never been to the NBA Finals either. So just making it is like history. Clippers are a really bad team. As I said before in my other live streams, I think that the Eastern Conference, there will be a lot of upsets because the Milwaukee Bucks, in my opinion, are a one-man team. And Giannis, I heard today Giannis bought a house. I don't know, a lot of $1 million something, a lot of money that he spent on a house in Toronto or something like that. That's what I heard. There are rumors he might go to Toronto. There are rumors he might go to Golden State. So I don't really believe in the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think the East is quite open. What's my next video going to be? I don't know yet. Because I haven't been really playing the game as much. It could be about the NBA playoffs. I don't know yet. I'm really tired. I'm just doing the grind for YouTube. I'm doing live stream every day pretty much. But I still don't know yet. Maybe a gameplay. Maybe a mix. I don't know yet. I'm really tired of doing it. Hope Giannis comes to the Bay Area. That'll be awesome. And then a healthy Curry with Giannis, Klay Thompson. They're going to win multiple championships if that happens. I just hope the refs make it an easy walk for the Lakers. Because it's for Kobe. I respect Kobe 100%. I just don't want the Lakers winning it all because of Kobe. I want them to win it all for Kobe. Yes, I agree. NBA gameplay. And I think the Lakers have something to play for. They're going to play really hard, and it is for Kobe Bryant, for sure. But they have a great story. I mean, winning it for Kobe. The Lakers, if they win it this year, will be a great story. The Clippers is kind of random. You know, nobody cares about the Clippers, sort of. But if they win, they have the most talent. The Toronto Raptors, they win 2-time NBA champions. That would be a great story as well. You should make your own predictions soon like mine. I thought about it, Michael Jordan. I thought about it as well. As a video. I might do that. And my predictions, I'll probably just put a lot of upsets on there just in case. Because this year, I definitely think there'll be a lot of upsets. So, like, there was a shortened season in 1997, 1998, like the lockdown year. In the lockdown year, the Spurs were the best team, and they made it to the NBA Finals, but there was another team, the New York Knicks, 8th seed, made it all the way to NBA Finals. And then the Spurs won. I think the Spurs swept them, or the Knicks won one game. So we're in Paris, France. The street court, this beautiful court. 3 versus 3 court from season 3. Michael Jordan, Jumpman logo is on here, the court. Thank you, Sparks. Thanks for coming. I hope the refs don't make it an easy walk. I definitely do think maybe the NBA will favor the Lakers winning it all. The Bucks haven't won a chip since Kareem. Yes, that's quite disappointing. Small market teams, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. They haven't won a championship probably since the 70s, and when Kareem won it. Won the championship pretty much by himself. So, if the Bucks win, that'll be great for the small market teams. Another team that hasn't won a championship before, Utah Jazz. Very respectful teams. Very great teams, but they can never win it. Change the camera. What? I'm back. What's up? The rebounder, thanks for coming. Oh, haha. I'll change the camera angle. Hopefully it doesn't pause. EA base cam. So it changes right there. So thanks, Lord ISO. Thanks for coming. I changed it. So this is, I believe it's called EA base cam, but it's like the 2K one. I actually prefer the other one for gameplay videos just because I want to see the players' faces more. And this one, I think you see more of their backs. You see their backs a lot. Maybe sometimes you see their faces. Anyway, these players are really small. So I wish they were much bigger. 2K Mobile, their players are much bigger looking. So Ricky Pierce. Ricky Pierce, EA loves put him in Japanese promo for some reason. So there's a Ricky Pierce long time ago. Probably nobody knows who he is. Would I consider the Warriors a big market team? Yes, I would. Because San Francisco is a big city. It's in California. Back then, they were a bad team. The Golden State Warriors were a really bad team, like the Clippers. They're like Clippers of the North. But now, I think Golden State, also with Silicon Valley, a lot of technology companies work there, near San Francisco, near the Bay Area. Like Facebook and Google and stuff like that. They're all there, so I would call that a large market team. You could debate it, though. You could say they're a small market team. Sacramento Kings. Most people probably call them a small market team, but Sacramento is the capital of California, where the governor, Gavin Newsom, works at. I might come back, but I need some good stuff. Good night. If I don't come. Thank you for coming. Have a great night. If you come back, thank you. But if you have to leave, go to sleep, thanks for coming. Do you think the Nuggets have... Do you think the rebounder says... Do you think the Nuggets have a chance of taking a championship? Hold on a second. I'm going to play another game. No, I do not think the Denver Nuggets can win a championship. Unfortunately, I have to say that because I don't think Nikola Jokic is that good of a player. If you think about it, James Harden cannot win a championship. I think James Harden is a better player than Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is a center. And that's their best player. I do not think he'll win a championship with the Nuggets. They're a really nice team. They'll make the playoffs a lot. They may do well in the playoffs, but I do not think teams like that can win a championship because there's not enough stars. There's not enough stars in that team. There's not enough superstars in that team. You can say Nikola Jokic is, but it's debatable. Because just look at the past. Blake Griffin, Clippers, won multiple championships. Maybe you say he's a Hall of Famer. But Blake Griffin cannot win a championship. Chris Paul cannot win a championship. So I do not think, and those are, in my opinion, better players than Nikola Jokic. So I do not believe you can win a championship when just Nikola Jokic as your best player. James Harden cannot even win a championship. So superstars, especially if you have a lot of them on your team, like the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant, Curry. Those are the teams that usually win. Unless random times there's the Detroit Pistons, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace back then. I think that's a new Robert Parrish card. New card art. So I do not think the Denver Nuggets can win. Thank you for the questions. I know they have Jokic, but they also need a Mike, LeBron, a guy who knows exactly what to do in late game situation. Jokic heavily overrated. I do agree that they need a Michael Jordan, and LeBron James type player. That is true. Maybe if you add James Harden to the Denver Nuggets and you combine him with Jokic, if Jokic is your second star and James Harden is your first star, then maybe you could win a championship. But Jokic as your best player, I don't think you can win. Now, Jamal Murray is a great player, great point guard. I don't get to see much of the Denver Nuggets play, but I believe Jamal Murray also cannot make the All-Star team this year. He can't even make it. So, if you can't even make the All-Star team, I don't think you're going to win a championship with just one star on your team, Nikola Jokic. And I believe Nikola Jokic this year, he came in to training camp is very overweight as well. Now, that's just me being realistic. Now, the Denver Nuggets, if they win, I'll be rooting for them. So I would love for those small market team, college basketball mid majors, those small market team, Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz, Indiana Pacers. I would love for them to win a championship, but I don't think they will. I mean, right now the two best teams are the Lakers and the Clippers, pretty much, right? And they're both from LA, and they both have stars. Mark my words. Lujan Dort will win a Defensive Player of the Year and 2 defensive first teams. I actually don't even know who that is. So I have to look him up. They actually played against me. So some of these people actually played against me. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention too much to basketball. So I don't know. I actually don't know who there is. Right? Oklahoma City Blue. So I haven't been paying attention. Luganets Dort. Arizona State, he played 34 games, started 33 games, 16 points a game. I actually don't know much about him. Maybe he's played well in the bubble. Random fact, Taco Fall. Yeah, I just looked him up. Is he playing much in the bubble? NBA gameplay, is he playing a lot in the bubble, or is he not playing much? Random fact, Taco Fall was 6'6" when he was 12. Crazy. Wow, that's pause there. He can't start. But otherwise, I think for most teams, Dennis Schroeder would be the starting point guard. Starting low, try to get back into the game. Thank you for coming. And if you have to go, you can go. Thanks for coming. I'm going to try to play a little bit more. They're going to log back into the game. I think I'm the only one here now, but thanks for coming. So we're going to go play friends again. These old school players are here. Oh, we have a little bit of lag. Okay, let's play the other game. The other game. Thank you for coming. If anybody's still here, I'm not talking as much because I think I'm the only one here. Yes, Kevin Love.